And the show that's about the South is back with you, and we're back on Music Row. I'm Jon Rawl with the Y'all Show, and we got a very special guest joining us right here from Vidalia, Georgia. Justin Dukes has taken time out of his very busy schedule. Hello, Justin. Welcome into the Y'all Show.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
Well, thank you for coming on, and we're going to get to hear some of your music and learn a little bit more about your background, what led you to Music City, USA. 803-816-1170 is our number if you'd like to give us a call here, and maybe you want to ask Justin a question or two. Maybe you've got a song request from Justin. How do you do on that front?
Oh, listen, I've been playing in bars and festivals since I was 15, so I could pretty much wing my way through something.
Well, Precious, who was kind enough to join us earlier in the show, she helped set your interview up here, so thank you, Miss Precious.
Thank you.
I know you work closely with her, but let's first talk about, you're from Vidalia, which if you don't know anything about Vidalia, Georgia, it's kind of in the southern central area. It's really sort of southeast of Macon, but it's very famous for something called Vidalia sweet onions. So
that's right.
My question is, do you like onions?
Oh, yes.
Did you ever harvest onions ever?
No, I haven't. My mom and dad, they weren't farmers, but my grandfathers were and everything. But yeah, we did onions on everything.
Okay. I've actually, to my credit, gone to Vidalia, Georgia, and picked up a whole truckload of Vidalia onions in my very colorful background. And I've harvested many a green onion in my day, if that helps. That's a country song right there.
There you go.
Justin, so you grew up there, and you said your family were not farmers, but when did this music thing kind of first get in your bones?
Well, when I was a kid, my parents, the only way to calm me down, they turn on CMT, and I'd sit there in front of the TV and watch the music videos as a young kid, and I was singing songs before I put sentences together and running around and asking for, guitars and fiddles and everything else for Christmas instead of toys or big trucks or, anything. So
that sounds like my kind of childhood right there. So who were some of your early influences?
Of course, all the 90s country artists growing up listening to them. Shenandoah, Joe Diffie, Sammy Kershaw was my first big.
Who had a song called Vidalia?
Yeah. He'd come to town. I was in his fan club at the age of 3, and I got to go backstage every single time he come to town. And by the last couple times he came, because he would come pretty much every year.
Right.
And he knew exactly who I was as a little kid.
You want to tell Sammy hello?
Yes. What's up, Sammy?
Yeah, we follow Sammy on Facebook. He's a good follow.
Definitely.
He talks about more than just music. And does a little sports talk from time to time too, but that's great. Sammy Kershaw, one of the great ones of those 90s.
That's right. And then as far as getting into 5 or 6 year mark, I found Elvis and became a
Sammy before Elvis. I like that.
Yeah, and became a huge Elvis fan. And when I was about 8 or 9ish, my grandma made me a jumpsuit, and I'd go to nursing homes and to little talent shows and do Elvis and perform Elvis, and thought that was pretty cool, And
you're not complaining about your childhood.
Oh, no,
this was not torture for you.
Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I was ready. I was there with bells on. I was ready to do it.
Talking with Georgia boy Justin Dukes here on Music Row. This is the Y'all Show, and he's talked a little bit about his influence. So you go through the school years. How'd you do? Were you an A student?
I was all right. I mean, I never failed a grade, but
congratulations.
I did all right. And then I started playing guitar when I was 12, and then started playing shows when I was 15.
Okay.
And started playing
where?
All around the state of Georgia. We would play festivals. I would play bars. My dad would go with me, and then when I was
bars at 15, I love it.
Yeah. There was a little bar called OC Lounge, OUC Lounge, right there in Vidalia.
I haven't been there. Is it still there?
No, it's not there anymore. But I used to play there like on a Wednesday night or something, and my dad always go with me. But then when I was 17, I started a band and toured all over Georgia and also in the South Carolina, North Carolina region, and did that. Then my mom was like, they all knew I wanted to move to Nashville, but she was like, before you do it, you at least got to go to college for 2 years. So I went to East Georgia State College in Swainsboro, Georgia.
Okay.
And did that. And then as soon as I got done with there, I moved up to Nashville.
Okay. All right. So made the big move. Did you know anybody when you came?
I did. That's the cool thing about it. From Nashville to Vidalia is only about 6.5, and from touring all over the state of Georgia and different places, I've picked up friends along the way that are kind of doing the same thing I am, and some that were already in Nashville, and some I've been coming up in Nashville back and forth since I was probably 8 years old, and so I made friends here and there, and it turns out by the time I got up here, I had a good group of friends just kind of went headstrong and took after it.
And you moved here in your early 20s, I assume?
Yes, sir. I was 21.
21. You buy a beer and move to Nashville.
Yeah, that's right.
I love it. Justin Dukes is visiting us here on Music Row in Nashville. A little special added bonus normally here on the Y'all Show Thursday edition. We don't have as much country music coverage, but we decided to work in a little quick trip to Music City, and we found this guy. Got him right out of the onion patch.
That's right.
All right, so you move here, and you have these friends, which is more than most people have when they move to Nashville, make the bold move. Mm-hmm. When did you first get your first gig here, like a performance of any kind?
The first time I ever played in Nashville was a writer's round over at the Commodore Grill. And
that's the one just to the north of the football stadium?
It's like right behind
in
the
a hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I played there before I moved to Nashville.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the first time I played in Nashville, I was 15, 16, and but yeah, when I moved to Nashville, I've hit the ground running. Writing songs, and then plus on the weekends, I'm still on the road playing all over the place. Like last year, I was in Belize. I was in Vegas.
Belize.
I was out.
Believe it or not, yes. Yeah. Do they know what country music is?
Belize? Yeah. They have a bar called Losers. They have
that's a good name.
They have 3 locations here in Vegas and also Belize, and then I've been all the way up to Michigan and back and down to Texas. So I pretty much stay busy everywhere I go. And but yeah, it's been fun, man. I've had a great time and meeting a lot of people here in town, and been writing with a couple of hit songwriters here recently, trying to get my foot in the door, making a lot of demos and putting out music. So,
well, we want to know more about your music. We also want to know more about you. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have to split you up. Is that okay?
Yeah,
we're going to have you here in hour 1, and then we're going to have you back in hour 2 of today's Y'all Show. And we'll have a song in both occurrences. So let me hear a Justin Duke song, and then you can save your signature song for hour 2 to keep our audience glued to the airwaves. So what are we going to hear from first?
This one's called Get Around to That.
Get Around to That. Yeah. Justin Dukes. What was the inspiration on this?
Well, it's just a guy coming up and talking to a girl at the bar, just trying to get lucky, I guess.
Have you ever gotten lucky at a bar?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm not a one for pickup lines.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Even being a singer-songwriter?
Yeah, no.
Even with the hair? Look at that pretty hair.
I'd rather write about it, you know what I mean? So,
okay, well, maybe this will help you out. Yeah. Justin Dukes, everybody.
As soon as I walked in, I saw your face. I knew I'd never seen you in this place, so I had to walk up and ask your name. And that girl, I don't want to waste your time on some cheesy old, sleazy old pickup lines, or pour my heart out and tell you how I feel inside. But we can get around to that, a shot of whiskey or a cold beer draft. Girl, it's up to you what we do. We can always make a move or stay right where we're at. It could be a couple drinks and maybe just a one-night kind of thing, or it might be forever in love together. Last name on the doormat, but we can get around to that. Last thing I wanna do is come off crazy. If you give me the chance, you might see, baby, that this old boy is all you'll ever need. But we can get around to that, a shot of whiskey or a cold beer draft. Girl, it's up to you what we do. We can always make a move, stay right where we're at. It could be a couple drinks and maybe just a one-night kind of thing, or it might be forever in love together. Last name on it don't matter, but we can get around to that. You ask me if it matters, girl, it don't. Just tell me what you want and we can get around to that. A shot of whiskey or a cold beer draft. Girl, it's up to you what we do. We can always make a move, stay right where we're at. It could be a couple drinks and maybe just a one-night kind of thing, or it might be forever in love together. Last name on it don't matter, but we can get around to that. Yeah, we can get around to that.
All right, Justin Dukes, everybody. And that's a great song.
Thanks,
I think you need to get that.
Besides
yourself, who could you envision singing that?
Well, man, a lot of people, I think, but I actually cut that song. It's on anywhere you get digital music.
Oh, let's brag. What is the best, easiest way for our audience to find it?
Anyway, like iTunes, Spotify, you can go to my website, justindukes.net, and there's links to all the digital outlets for that song, and also the next song I'll be playing for you.
Is that one She Don't Know It Yet?
That's it.
All right, how about that? Did my homework here. And that, by the way, when you look at it, one of these days, when you go through the chronology of country music, She Don't Know It Yet is going to follow right before She Don't Know She's Beautiful.
There you go.
I think that's the way it goes.
Yeah, that's right. And I got a funny story about that.
Well,
I got the idea.
Save it.
All right.
Because we've got another interview coming up with Justin Dukes in hour 2. More of the Y'all shows coming up. Plus, hey, are you a football fan?
I am a football fan. Go Dogs.
Mississippi State?
No.
The Citadel?
No. Georgia Bulldogs.
We are going to recap what happened. We have our SEC Spotlight here on Thursdays, and Wednesday was National Signing Day, and Georgia had a lot of
positions to fill. Man, I'm excited.
In fact, did you hear that they got not even costing them a scholarship, they got a preferred walk-on?
Yeah.
From see how well you know your sports.
I heard about it, but I can't.
Will Muschamp's son.
That's right. See,
now coaching the Gamecocks, former Georgia Bulldog defensive star.
Yeah.
Now he's got his son heading to Athens. That's going to be weird. Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about all the recruiting stuff in hour 2, but we've got more of Justin Dukes coming up in hour 2 of this, the Y'all Show. Mighty fine picking there from Justin Dukes. We're here in Nashville on Music Row, and Justin's joining us now for a second interview on this, the Thursday Y'all Show. Justin, a singer-songwriter based out of Vidalia, Georgia, but now calls Nashville his home. I am Jon Rawl, and great to be back in Music City, USA, where we find great talent like Justin Dukes, and we bring him on for all of y'all to get to know more about what every person that dreams of making it big, at least in country music, they know that they probably have to come to Nashville, and that's what this young fella, this whippersnapper, has done. All right, Justin, we heard round of that in the first hour. We're going to hear She Don't Know It Yet here in just a few minutes, but we talked about at the end of hour 1 when we had you on how you can get out there already. You don't have to wait for a record label. You can go out, kind of guerrilla market yourself. And I'm sure you've got fans all over the world that have found you.
I'm telling you,
and if you don't, we're going to help you do that.
Yeah,
today.
Definitely. Honestly, it's surprising. Like I said, I got fans all the way up, and I call them family, but up in Michigan, I meet people out in Las Vegas, out in the California area. I've even had a internet radio show over in New Zealand play my songs, and have people coming to my Facebook page from New Zealand and leaving me messages and like wanting me to come over there, come play, and which is awesome, how everything could just span out like that, and just you don't need a record label right now, and you could just get out there and take over if you want to.
Well, I mean, I don't fancy myself as an expert on anything other than country music, but only because I think she's the hottest thing going in music these days, and I don't even know how to pronounce her last name, but this Billie Eilish?
Yeah, Billie Eilish. Eilish, yeah.
And I keep seeing her name so much to the fact that I said, who the heck is this person?
Yeah.
And it turns out, I think she's like 21 years old now, and she does have a little bit of an unfair advantage. Her mother is like a C-list actress, so perhaps that helped open a door or two along the way. But essentially, she got to be famous because she just put her music out there.
Yeah, her and her brother made a whole record in her bedroom, and they won, I think, 8 Grammys of that, something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's unlimited of the things you can do.
It's amazing
nowadays.
what you can do in your bedroom.
Yeah, exactly.
With your brother.
Yeah. Oh Lord. But
just kidding.
Just kidding.
Hey, she doesn't care. She's counting those checks left and right.
Yeah.
So. But no, I mean, that's good. I mean, I just like to see siblings get along. Do you get along with your siblings?
Oh, yeah, we do. We have the back and forth like, normal siblings, but we get along.
Well, like I said, she's made her fortune and then some, all because she didn't wait for a record label. She went out and was proactive, and that's her. Now, of course, I don't know how your bedroom is these days, but maybe you don't have to be in your bedroom to cut great music and be seen and be heard here in Nashville, Tennessee. So you've got that going on. And
like I said, I've done writers' rounds. I played the Bluebird Cafe twice.
Hey, that's quite a...
And plus, even the past 5-6 years, I've gotten to open up for people like Vince Gill and Charlie Daniels and Justin Moore and Montgomery Gentry and Luke Combs and Shenandoah, and the list goes on and on. I've got to meet some of my heroes that, from the 90s and stuff, and actually perform and do shows with them. So it's been awesome.
All right. Have any of them told you that you're their hero?
Oh, no.
It's going to happen.
No, but I'll tell you.
You keep it going and it's going to happen.
I'll tell you, Vince Gill, he complimented on one of my songs, which was on my first EP. And you go check it out. It's a song called She Has Her Wings. And we were opening up for him, and he actually sat on stage in a chair. I got a picture of it. And it's on my Facebook and everything. You can see it. But, he's out there actually watching my whole show, and when we got done, I come walking back to him, and he's like, man, he said, I really love that She Has Her Wings song. He said, keep it up, keep writing, keep doing what you're doing. So that was really awesome.
That means a lot coming from Vinny, of course, not just a heck of a singer, but a great songwriter himself, and an amazing CGP, certified guitar picker, besides calling him by the great Chet Atkins. Talking with Justin Dukes here on the Y'all Show as he's in Nashville. Came here a few years ago from his native Vidalia, Georgia. And so what is your plan to go to that next level? Obviously put out great music, but what else are you doing to further that goal?
Well, like I said, I've been doing a lot of songwriting, and that's I would put myself as a songwriter before an artist.
Oh, okay.
And just to the fact of, it's all about the song. And if the song ain't there, it's not there. And
that's a song right there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm a person where I've put out different stuff like this next song I'm gonna play for you. She don't know it yet. It's already got over 110,000 streams on Spotify, and it's been doing really good. So I'm trying to write the best music I can, then put out what I think is the best, and also trying to get cuts by other artists too. Like just pursuing the songwriting aspect and the artist aspect all at the same time.
All right, and I know it's not easy. If it were easy, everybody would come to Nashville and be a singer-songwriter, but I know you've had to have times where you're like, this isn't working. I think I'm going to go back to the onion patch. Have you had those moments?
Oh, yeah. I still do sometimes, but, I've always been told and seen it firsthand, people that stick around, and if you got the drive and you got the talent, and you got the work ethic, you'll eventually get a bone somewhere, and keep yeah, there you go dogs. But it's all about, acquaintances and relationships and circles, and every small circle leads to another circle, and eventually it'll all come back around, and you just got to keep plugging.
And it helps that you're in Nashville because, frankly, you could go to Vidalia, and there's a chance you might get discovered there. It's happened where people Nashville comes to you, but your statistics are a lot higher if you come to the minor leagues of Nashville and then work your way up to the big ball club.
Yep. That's right.
Go Braves, right?
Yeah, go Braves.
chop.
All
right, let's. You said you teased us in hour one that this next song we're going to hear from you, "She Don't Know It Yet," has a backstory.
Yeah, it does.
And the floor is yours,
okay.
Justin Dukes.
Well, so sometimes me and my friends, like if our bank account's a little low, we'll go grab some beer, go to the house, watch like 90s country music videos, right? So, and just hang out, have a good time.
Is that easy to do? I mean, is it easy to find?
Oh, yeah, YouTube, man. Good. Oh, YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, you could cast that thing on the TV, and it's like you back in 95. But anyway.
Well, back in 95, guess who was programming those music videos?
Yeah. Well,
that would be me.
Well.
And hopefully I did a good job.
Oh,
I must have.
You did.
You remember when in 95, 96 on CMT, we had music videos.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have all this junk that got there.
Right.
It shouldn't even be called CMT.
That's right. And you know, not don't get me wrong. Like radio was a big factor in my childhood, but the videos and CMT and GAC and all that was a big contributor.
We broke artists. We used to have people like Kenny Chesney come to my office. I was one of only 3 guys that worked in an office of 30, so there were 27 females there, and Kenny would hang out there all the time. And we had people like the Mavericks constantly there.
Yeah.
And we had, you might remember this act, Wiley and the Wild West Show.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Never had success on the radio, but we played the heck out of him for some reason on CMT.
Yeah.
And other acts like Sammy Kershaw.
Mm-hmm.
And so you said that I need to try this sometime.
Yeah.
I love 90s country, 80s country too, but there's some darn good videos and great music that came out of the 90s that I like to say it was so unfair for some of those artists because there were so many.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many artists.
It was so concentrated. It was like you had one that was here, one that was here. I mean, they were just all out there.
And unlike today's country music, the record labels were pushing 3 to 4 singles a year for each artist, and it was on to the next song after 3 months. Now it literally is a year sometimes or more that a song will stick around on the chart.
That's right.
I think it's more exciting to have more songs and push that. And unfortunately, because there were so many, some of those got lost in the shuffle. Like I said, "She Don't Know It's Beautiful" by Sammy Kershaw, a fantastic upbeat song, but most people don't even know that song because it doesn't get played that much. If a radio station today is going to play a Sammy Kershaw song, they're going to likely play maybe Cadillac Style. Or which
they still play "She Don't Know She's Beautiful" down there in South Georgia.
Well, they ought to because they know that the inspiration old Sammy had on you. All right, so tell me more. You watched those 90s CMT videos.
One night we were watching, and I always, like I said, big Sammy Kershaw fan. One of my favorites was "Meant to Be," and if you remember,
video at the airport.
Yeah, music video at the airport, and this guy comes up. Sammy's over there taking pictures, and he's talking to this girl, flirting with this girl. And then there was this woman and this guy's reading the newspaper, and then he's telling this girl, they're going to wind up getting on the plane together and fall in love, but they don't know it yet. And I'm like, she don't know it yet. And then we wrote the song about a guy meeting a girl for the first time, and he falls in love with her at first sight, and she don't know it yet. Yeah. So, but by the end, he comes out of thinking the whole thing, and
so there's a reason when I mentioned "She Don't Know It," which I don't think goes down as the perfect English grammar.
No, it's not. But
that's okay.
Hey, we're country folks, man. We say y'all.
Yeah, we say y'all here.
That's right.
I don't know if you know it on this show. Justin, let's hear a little bit of "She Don't Know It Yet." Did you write this by yourself?
Now, I wrote this with my buddy J.C. Anderson and Matt Alston, and it was the first song me and J.C. wrote together. And ever since then, man, we've been writing so many great songs together, and I can't wait to get some more out for y'all.
All right, and a special subliminal thank you to Sammy Kershaw.
Thank you, sir.
Here we go. "She Don't Know It Yet," y'all.
She was just a friend of a friend, but I'm all caught up with everything about her, and I can't pretend that I ain't falling in love again, lost in every word she says, even though we just met. She don't know it yet, but the night's gonna end when they're stealing my breath and a long kiss. little slow dance to a country song in a sunset. Yeah, that once in a life moment in time we won't forget. And she don't know it yet, know it yet. I can just see it now, holding hands by a white little house on the edge of town, with a couple kids running around. And she don't know it yet, but she's gonna be the one next to me in a wedding dress. If her every promise is stick together till the very end. Yeah, that once in a life moment in time we won't forget. And she don't know it yet, know it yet. Call it fate that she's here with me. I gotta let her know that we're meant to be. 'Cause she don't know it yet, but the night's gonna end when there's still in my breath and a long kiss. A little slow dance to a country song in a sunset. Yeah, that once in a life moment in time we won't forget. And she don't know it yet, but she's gonna be the one next to me in a wedding dress. If her every promise is stick together till the very end. Yeah, that once in a life moment in time we won't forget. And she don't know it yet, know it yet. And she don't know it yet, know it yet. And she don't know it yet.
Hashtag Justin Duke's future #1 song. That is awesome. Great
Thanks,
job
sir.
there. She
Thank
don't
you.
know it yet. And I've got to know, I've heard a lot of songs, but tell me about how that little, you said, she don't know it yet, know it yet. You repeated there. How did that come to be?
Man, it was just one of those things we were just writing and like, she don't know it yet, know it yet. You know, it's like, but then that's going to, like, we just started rolling with it, and then the story started progressing. And it was like, man, we got to have like an alternate chorus on the second chorus, like to bring it tight back in. And then at the very end, let's book in the first chorus and the second chorus together, and it just kind of fit. It just felt good, you know.
Man, you're getting all technical, but you know, writing country music hits like that one's gonna be isn't something you just wake up out of the bed and do in 5 seconds. It takes a little brain power.
It takes a little bit, you know, but it's, you know, as long as you keep it true and keep it honest, I think, you know, people, it just makes sense, you know.
Well, I'm glad you're doing that, but will you also make this promise?
That's that.
Keep it country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
JustinDukes.net is the website.
Yeah.
Go ahead and rattle off your other great connections to find.
Facebook, just type in Justin Dukes Music. Instagram, at Justin_Dukes_music. And Twitter, at Dukes Justin. So come see me, come follow me. And hope to see you soon.
From Vidalia to Valhalla, this guy's got a destiny with greatness from a singer-songwriter perspective, and we can't thank you enough for taking the time.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for having me.
On Music Row in Nashville, Tennessee.
Sir.
Well, that will wrap up the Y'all Show here on this Thursday. Make sure you join us Friday. I can't say that we're going to have great music like we had today with Justin, but we're going to have a great recap of the week. All that impeachments. You've been following the impeachments?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You need to write a song about that. We're going to recap the week. We'll get you ready for the weekend with college basketball and more. All that's headed up on the Thursday. Y'all, do you mind playing a little song out for us?
Yeah,
maybe a little bit more that she don't know it yet. That was pretty darn good. Justin Dukes, thank y'all for listening. We'll see you tomorrow on the Y'all Show.